Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 15th to the 30th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin the reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's start this reading by asking God, Divinity, to bless us, to guide us in all things, leading us in peace, love, and compassion, bringing forward positivity, grace, and blessings, keeping all that is dark, hurtful, hateful, evil from us. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay, so the 10 of Cups is a very positive card, and it's interesting when the 10 of Cups comes up as an energy we should be mindful of, because we can be looking at others and saying, oh my gosh, they have the perfect life. They have everything that we want, everything that I desire, and I'm still struggling. So this is telling us very, very kindly to step into our own sphere of being and just to look at us, not to look at everybody else, because people put out a good show. You know, everything that we see is edited to look good. So know that it's not the full story that we're seeing. We don't know everything. And it's time to look at what makes us happy and what we desire and try to start to manifest that slowly and steadily in our own lives. What we can do for ourselves, not what somebody else has to do for us. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so what's really funny here is that you have all major arcana cards, okay? You have the High Priestess, which I'm going to show you. It says right here, High Priestess. Because I know you guys like to see, or at least some of you do. If you don't, you can fast forward through this. We have the Devil. We have Judgment. And then we have ourselves showing up, Justice. We're represented by Justice in the major arcana. There is knowledge coming forward to us and for us that has us opening up our eyes in a way that we didn't think we needed to. Like we didn't think we needed to know this or learn this or understand this. But things are coming forward in a way that is very, very powerful. Now, we do have addictions coming forward here. This is also Capricorn energy. All right. So Spirit is saying, first, be mindful of addictions, drugs, alcohol, food, sex, sugar, anything that we can find ourselves escaping to. Oh my gosh, things are stressful. Be aware. Even if it's a cup of tea, just be aware of our addictions during this time. Be aware of our stress levels. And be aware of what is triggering us, what is making us feel anxious and worried and upset and overwhelmed. The little black cat is coming forward, okay? So there's somebody here who's going to be seeing a little black cat. That could be a black cat that walks around the neighborhood. We have one in our neighborhood, and every time I see it, I smile. And here, it's like every time you see it, pull yourself into the present, pull yourself into, this moment, because we're getting too caught up in the fears of the what ifs or the nightmares of the past. So just be very aware of that. Now, there's a shift that's going to be happening in the time frame of Capricorn, which is December 22nd to January 19th. You're going to see yourself rising out of a box or a certain way that you had to be, and now rising into a new way of your life, a new sense of what you want, what you're going after, who you are. So that's going to be important here. Just that real sense of entering into a new chapter. I know we, during that time, are entering into a new year, but you will also be entering into a new chapter of your life for you. Justice comes forward. We need to look at ourselves. What is just for us? What do we want, need, desire? What are we looking for us? Because again, we're finding that we were in the sphere of being, kind of like in this box, all right? In this world. It could be a box, it could be a little world. It could be, it's kind of like a community. It could be like college, or it could be, some sort of way, or a group of people that they all saw everything the same way. And now you're rising out of that, sphere of being and moving into another one. And that's going to be very positive for you. But there is a sense here of being just to yourself, being, open and honest with what you want and what you're looking for and where you need to be and what you are desiring. You're going to try and be just to everybody else, and that has its merit to it. But be just to yourself. Be just and open and honest to you and what you're looking for and where you need to be for you, because that can be something that you overlook during this time. You're going to have tremendous insight. Just also know that things that can hold you back come forward, like hurts, pains, disappointments will come forward during this time and try and pull you out of the sphere of knowing your mind, knowing what you want, embracing your third eye knowledge. Your third eye knowledge, this kind of sixth sense, is really coming forward during this time. You can embrace it if you want to. You can ignore it if you want to. But Spirit is showing that it is coming forward, and it is going to be, a powerful part of who you are. Now let me just get a sip of water. Okay. Let's dive deeper. Oh, we need this card. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. So you have the 9 of Cups. Oh, did you see the cup? Little emblem right there. The Fool. The 2 of Cups. And the Hierophant. Now, what's interesting is that you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming forward. So the High Priestess was once known as the female Pope. The Hierophant represents the male Pope. So you have this tremendous spiritual insight coming forward for you. This sense of looking into what you need and what you want and the way that you need to move forward for you spiritually and personally. You're going to find that you're rather harsh on yourself when you have addictions, doubts, fears, chaos, anxieties. Like this, the devil can also be anxiety, depression, things that rear their ugly head and take control of your life. Whatever that is for you, that comes forward here. Be mindful that this can take us on a ride. The Fool is somebody who can be taken on a ride, somebody who can be quite literally foolish. Now, we are also going to find that we feel that we're being foolish. We feel like, oh my gosh, I should be stronger than this, or this shouldn't be happening, or I'm having such a beautiful time coming forward. Why am I upset? Why am I anxious? Why is this darkness coming over me? If we need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. This is going to be a time where this can kind of take on a life of its own. If we're not aware of it, then we can't counteract it. So this is kind of like being forewarned to be armed properly. You're going to have somebody, like there's a healing coming forward as you rise out of a box, as you rise out of this way of being. And remember, it doesn't have to be that you were kept in a box, like your wings were cut, though it could feel that way. But you're rising into a new sphere of existence, a new sense of what you want and where you need to be. The Two of Cups is you with another person. There's a healing energy with you, around you, and for you that is absolutely helping to raise you up, absolutely helping to guide you in the direction that you want. You have a strong connection with a Hierophant, with a Taurus energy. There is a sense, or you can have Taurus very strongly in your chart, but there is this sense here that as you adjust, you're finding the rules of something. You're finding the way something is, and you're kind of taking that onto you. For some, it could be finding religion, or, finding, I just see it like a theology or a mindset that really, really works for you. All right. And there is a sense here, or even just people and a group and, this way of communicating that absolutely sings to your soul. You're going to be connecting with that. There is a sense as the third eye opens, as you're opening to your insight and your truth and what you're desiring and what you're looking for, that there is a blessing that you're taking in, that you're saying, yeah, you know what? I've worked really hard to get here. Now it is time for me to honor this wish that is coming forward, honor this blessing that is a part of my life, honor me in a real way. Whereas before we've kind of been like, oh, I don't matter, or oh, it's no big deal. So just be very aware of that. Our subconscious tarot energy, interesting, is the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. We're facing a battle that we have faced before. It's around our dreams. It could be around anxiety, depression, addictions, that we are shown that we still have to fight for what we want. Like the darkness that we thought was in the past, it's not really. It could have gotten masked. It could have, been placated for a little bit, but it's coming forward once again. I'm not trying to make this into something scary. That's not Spirit's intention. What is really being said here is that it's so easy when something chaotic happens, or when something, hurtful comes forward, for us to just kind of fall down the rabbit hole to it. That's very much human nature. But what we're going to be seeing here is that there's a healing, that there's a beauty, that there's a coming out of the darkness that we were in and really stepping into us. And what we're seeing here is that we faced this battle before. We know the dance now more than we have in the past. And we're moving towards a dream. We're moving towards where we really need to be for us. We're seeing what we desire and what we honor and where it is that we want to be. And we're actually acknowledging that. And this is a time where, instead of focusing on everybody else or everything else, we're focusing and acknowledging ourselves. We're looking at what is, powerful for us, where we need to be and what we desire. And the energy to look out for is the Two of Pentacles. There are two things that are very important to us during this time. We're juggling them. Now, our emotions are running high. We can see that here. Our emotions are running high, and that can make us doubt the way that we're moving forward, or even if we're juggling everything, okay. What we need to do is ground ourselves in what we love, in our blessings for us, in what we're passionate about, because that's going to help to center us, to be able to juggle, because we can be focusing on doing everything for everybody else, or getting everything just perfect for certain people or certain events or certain times, or for work or for kids or for partners, and we forget about ourselves. And then we just become in a tizzy because we've forgotten about us. And there's a part inside of us that is really yelling at us and saying, I matter. Why do you keep on putting me last? Like, I matter. Why am I so stressed out? And why is this so hard? So just be aware that our body is going to scream to us. And we can find that we become more tired. We can find that we feel achy. We can find that we're frustrated, angry. And that's when this energy here of the Fool and the Devil have kind of taken over, instead of the healing energy of the Two of Cups and Judgment. That sense of, I'm rising out of darkness. I'm rising out of fear. I'm rising into the person I need to be. And I'm embracing the healing, beautiful love that is around me, the people who support me, the hobbies that I have that, help center me in myself, or the letters that I write, or the, chat rooms that I'm on that have people who care and are connecting. And there's a real sense of us embracing what we want and who we are and where we need to be. There's a sense of us becoming steady within ourselves. And that's a very big thing. There's also a real sense of, we can kind of, I just see the rules as being comforting. There is something here where the rules are comforting. It's like, this is the way it is. Like, this is the way you do it. It's like following the directions when you're making something. Step 1, step 2, step 3, it can become very comforting and very ritualistic. When you're making bread or making something like that, where it's like, these are the steps. This is how it's done. I know it. There's some sort of familiarity like that that's coming forward. And we're seeing things so much more deeply, so much more openly, so much more honestly. We might not necessarily always be ready for that. So just be aware that energy also comes forward. It's beautiful. What we're seeing, the veil being lifted from our eyes, us being more in tune with ourselves and what we want and what we need. But it can also be overwhelming. So just realize that if you're overwhelmed, that's okay. You're not in this alone. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace, harmony, and blessings, Libra. And may prosperity always be with you. God bless.